then you have congruent images. Does that make sense? Okay. Any other questions? Okay, try A and B. And provide an explanation.
Okay, can I give you the explanation?
You ready for A?
Yep.
Okay, in just a minute.
Do we need the transparency?
Not if you can see it. Because you don't have to be specific, but you need to say what transformation will get you from the pre-image to the image. You want to be wordy. Okay, you want to use those terms.
You can rotate it counterclockwise 90 degrees.
No, I'm B. Which one's A? Which one's B? That's like, because I think if you translate it and you rotate this way up, oh, for B, if you bring it down, no, if you would flip it, wait a minute, first you rotate it and then you flip it. If you rotate it, it's not congruent. It's not congruent at all. So A not congruent either because it's too big. No, A is congruent. B is not congruent. No. Scared me.
Okay, we can rotate it. Listen. Okay, I'm just right. It's rotated clockwise. Counterclockwise.
Hey, for B, you did say no, right? B, you didn't say no, right?
They're not the same spot.
I didn't even say spot anyway.
They're not the same thing.
Look at this. Alright, Destiny, okay.
Okay, come back to attention. Okay, let's talk.
Okay, I want to do A.
Destiny, you may do A. Anybody else want to do A?
No.
Okay, Destiny, let's hear your explanation for A.
I said that you can rotate it counterclockwise. And then you translate it over the image.
That is very good. Cedric, B.
I say no series of transformations because those boxes aren't the same.
Right. If you thought of these with Legos, if you thought of these as Legos, would you have to pull a Lego apart and replace it? Okay, when you have to do that, there's not a series of transformations that'll work. Kristen.
I said for A, like you reflect A and then translate it left, and it will be like B.
You can do that also. There may be more than one series of transformations that will map one onto the other. Okay. You need to be able to identify which transformations will actually work, especially if it's on a multiple choice test. They may give you several options, and you just need to be able to say that, oh, it's this one that will work. Got it? Let's look at the transformations and just seeing the difference between them. If you have two congruent figures, you can determine the transformation or the series that maps one figure onto the other. Here's a translation. Same length. What happens? You just do what? What's the action? Very good. Slide it over. Electric slide. Look at the reflection. Again, you have the same length, and what do you do to the reflection? It looks like a flip. In the rotation, again, you have the same length, but what happens? You spin it around. Very good. You spin it around. Look at example 3. So here's Miss Martinez's logo. And they want to know what transformation did she use if the letter D is the pre-image and the letter P is the image. Well, we know that she had to rotate it But even if you rotate it just around point A, will it be in the same position as the logo? No. What must you do to the P in order to get it in the position?
Don't you translate it up?
Very good. You translated which direction, Caitlin? You translated up. So, are these two figures congruent?
Yes.
They are. Any questions?
Nope.
Flip the page, look at C. But be careful. This time, they want to know what transformations can be used if W is your pre-image and M is your image. So I thought about it as mobile water, but water mobile is really how it is because W is your pre-image. Work on that one to determine if you can discover the series of transformations from one to the other. And they also want to know if they are congruent and explain. Go forward, go forward. Reflection over the x-axis and reflection over the y-axis, right? Okay, but in the answer that is given in the text, and what you may see will be a vertical reflection and a horizontal reflection. Watch these two reflections. Everybody take a minute. Look, watch my hand. Here's the pre-image. Here's the pre-image, okay? That's the image. That's one. Okay? Now here's the other type of reflection. Okay? From here to there. Now one of these is termed a vertical reflection, and the other one is termed a horizontal reflection. Which one would you consider this one? Vertical or horizontal reflection?
Horizontal.
Which way is this? Watch this here. Hold on before you make your decision. This one? That one.
That's vertical.
No, it's not. That's
That's vertical.
Okay. So this is what's called a vertical reflection, and this is what's called a horizontal reflection. Got it? Okay. Finish B. C. Finish C. What's the consensus? In other words, what do you agree upon that the series of transformations be?
I say you
Okay, so in the back, they're saying you rotate it 180 degrees. What must you do after you rotate it 180 degrees, though?
You translate it down. You translate it down. Translate it down and then.
There are those who say if you just rotate it, it will fall in position. And then there are those who say if you rotate it, you still have to translate it. If you think a rotation will get it, raise your hand. Okay. If you think you need to rotate and do something else, raise your hand. Okay, here we go. Remember now, this is W. That's your pre-image. And you said if you rotate it. Are you there?
No.
So what do you have to do, Zoe? You have to move it down. Questions?
Can you go counterclockwise and get to it?
Can you go counterclockwise? Counterclockwise? Look like you fell right on it if you did that, huh? As counterclockwise if you rotate it about a point. No, I messed that up. Okay? Either rotation, it will still have to be followed by a translation. Take a few minutes and work through the guided practice 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we will discuss them in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Miss Soto. Yay.